participants of the podcast are either medical marijuana patients or in a state where it is recreationally legal. Two Fried Eggs podcast does not condone any illegal marijuana or drug use or sales.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Two Fried Eggs podcast with my boy Dolph, as always. I know I say that every time. Dolph, what's up, homie? I'm going to let you introduce the guest today because you were the one that brought this guest around and introduced to me, I believe. So
I don't know how to... Tanny, I think we actually got connected through Peels and Max.
Yeah.
Which is through Peels, which is, that's how I started hanging out. I got heard of Dark Days and whatever. So, sorry, we're going to back up a second because I was trying to figure out how we knew each other. Anyways, so we have Tanning and Chloe with us tonight. Tanning is they're both the owners of the Dark Days RP server that you played on for the PvP event. I play on consistently 3 to 5 times a week, just depends on how the week rolls. And we're having a blast. I've been playing on there for a little while. And I thought that it would be so much fun because, first of all, we've all heard Chloe in the stream. I know it's going to freak her out when we talk about this, but I know that you crack us up every fucking time that you're around. I love listening to you talk shit. And then the dynamic that you two have, I thought would be fun. So here we are. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Welcome on in. Hell yeah. Dude, I thought it was funny the first time you guys were in my stream. I was playing with Builder or whatever, and we were freaking dying, dude. It was just, and I think it's for the people that don't know, we had some issues getting stuff set up here at the beginning, and I think it's more fitting actually this way, just because it is the way that I'm used to interacting with you guys, with like you being on the mic, and then every once in a while you just hear her chiming in the background, and it just cracks everybody up. And it's been a lot of fun having you guys around and getting to know you in stream and everything.
Well, she had no idea. She was in 2 streams that night because you were streaming and I was streaming. And Canning was playing with us. And we were getting waxed that night anyway.
Yeah, I was dying, dude. Builder had me cracking
4 times
up
that night. Yeah. Well, we were acting.
We were just acting a fool, man. It was so funny. So that was my first interaction really with you guys. I think when you joined up and played that day, and it was a lot of fun. So
yeah, that was close to one of our first like actual hanging out too. Like it was fun. Like I was like, cool, this guy's pretty cool, and we started hanging out in Dark Days because you come around a little bit here and there, and then streaming, and it's been cool, man. So I don't want to let this question linger any farther. Boss, you remember your question that you wanted to ask?
Oh yeah. Okay. I got a question, and
it's not from him. It's from the stream.
Yeah, somebody in the stream wanted me to ask Chloe where the name Pegasaurus comes from, because he was wondering, because of the whole pegging thing, if maybe that was something that, in the background there that maybe we needed to talk about or something, you know?
So, I got Pegasaurus because of a friend of mine. So she used to say...
So they like to peg?
Okay. We're trying to figure out who's...
Tyrannosaurus Pegasus or something like that. I can't remember what it was that she said. And I love anything that's like...
Yep.
I love anything that's like a dino, like dinosaur related or whatever. And so I was like...
I can't even hate on that, though, because dinosaurs are pretty
waifu.
dope.
And it's from another game that I play, which is called Second Life. So, waifu is like the last name you could do. Yeah. And so I just did Pegasaurus waifu just to make Tanning uncomfortable and everybody else. Because that's fun for me.
Nice. Well, that's better than, because I just expected you to maybe jump up and get behind him and be like, "This is why!" No, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
We only do that on the 3rd Saturdays every month.
I'm just joking. Oh, nice.
So it's funny.
Go ahead.
I laugh at things like that because, like, I'm a playful person. Like, you guys see it. Like, you know who I am. Like, well, I like to joke or whatever. You guys, same exact way. In my household growing up in high school, we had 4 teenagers. There were 2 adopted, me and my twin brother, and then I had my older sister, who's kind of my age, and then I had my younger sister. So 4 teenagers, all in high school at the same time, and we would tell our friends that between 6 and 7 p.m. at the Murphy house, which is what their last name was, that was naked time. So it's just like, it's funny. Like, we would, like, it was like a ongoing joke that naked time was between 6 and 7 every day. If you're going to come around, you better not want to hang out that time. And it was just something that we did. Our mom heard it. We all said it. Like she would even say, "Hey guys, it's naked time. Come inside." Like it was like an ongoing joke. All through our whole
amazing.
hell?
Well, now you know what kind of people I come from. Now you understand a little bit. It's weird. I get that. Anyways,
Let me kind of just a random question or stuff. But where are you guys from? Where are you guys living at, or what area?
We're in
Because I knew you before we went live or recording. You said it was warm there.
what's your address?
Yeah, we're in Kansas.
Yeah, what's your address? I'm gonna Google map you right now, pal.
Well, actually, Dolph has my.
I was like, I do have the address.
And remember, if you ever want to call, it's 8675309.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, I remember that number.
I'm lucky. Luckily, I'm recording. Yeah.
Never a dull moment with my wife. Well, that's like the first time we played
right.
together.
Absolutely.
We were playing with you guys. She's talking about eating ass.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Well, the first time.
It's not that bad after a shower.
So the first time she hung out with us on DayZ in the new server, the first thing she's like, "All right, so I want to rape somebody. I want to kidnap them and then rape them, and that's the RP that I want to do." I'm like, that is so far against the fucking rules. And then I pulled the rules. Hold on, no. I pulled the rules. You know who says the fucking who's the owner of the rules in Google Docs? Her.
Me.
Oh shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Her.
That server's going downhill.
I don't
Or is it
understand
uphill?
Why,
That might be uphill. I don't know.
understand why you have an RP server if you can't rape and pillage.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you
come on.
can't. No, you can't do that.
You can pillage.
You can pillage.
We're pillaging.
Don't,
Yeah, we're definitely pillaging.
We don't RP
Yeah.
rape or anything like that.
Bunch of snowflakes.
Wow. We're a bunch of snowflakes.
So what's like when you started? What got you wanting to start up the DayZ server? Like what was that thought process? Was it just because you enjoyed playing it? You couldn't find a server that you liked, or
Well,
just something you wanted to do, or what?
The very first time that I opened the server was because I started playing, and I got tired of getting clapped all the time on the coast. I was always getting killed. You know, I couldn't stand it. So when Nitrado opened the servers up for PlayStation, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get one. I can play by myself, I can learn how to play the game, and I won't be interrupted." So that's basically why I got it.
Right.
And then,
So you started a server on PlayStation originally?
yeah. Well, I started on PC, and my laptop was crap. So I started playing. I bought the game in December of 2017. So I got to experience the old airfield, and before the map was expanded and before the engine was changed. So, and then I couldn't play, so I caught YouTube videos and watched Running Man and Minder and everybody else. And then when it came out on PlayStation, I pre-ordered that shit. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with Xbox. I got it the day it released on Xbox and started playing that shit.
Yeah, same
And
here,
then-
man. I was just waiting for it to come on PC.
Yeah,
and,
this motherfucker, Dolph
8 years
didn't even-
later.
Yeah, Dolph just several months ago or whatever was like, fuck survival games. I don't even like playing them. I don't play survival games. Now look at this motherfucker.
But I mean, okay, so DayZ is a survival game. I get that, but is it really though?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. What the fuck?
I don't know. It's not like other survival games.
Whether you're RPing it or you're not, no matter how you want to play it, the whole gist of the game is to try to stay alive as long as possible and survive.
I
Or
disagree.
don't. I mean, if you're running in just trying to run and gun, I guess it can be played different ways. But
I don't know. I've figured out that I don't really outside of the RPs. I don't try to put any kind of value in the life. Otherwise, I'll treat it as a valued life and not get into firefights and not. I was the problem was when you guys used to say I run away from gunfights. It wasn't that I didn't want to shoot people. It was that I said I have 2-to-1 odd or 2-to-1 now, and I have a fucking shitty SK and with 3 rounds. It's a lose-lose situation going into it. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to live to fight another day, and that's what
the whole point of the game though is to die and
exactly
the best part.
I had to learn that though. I had to learn that.
I get so geared out, man. I get bored. I like right now on that one server, was it Zero Summer or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
We were playing on that, and I've got so geared out now that it's kind of boring to me after a certain point.
Oh, don't worry, you're going to die now.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got glitched and shit, so my character's gonna die now. Though that's a whole other story.
That
But,
sucks.
yeah, I'm gonna get DayZ'd on that character. But the good thing is he's got some kills. I got some kills on that dude.
Very long, slow process of being DayZ.
Yeah,
He got gas poisoning or radiation poisoning, or whatever. He got glitched out of his mask.
We were glitched, and it glitched me. So I had to relog, and it glitched me out of my mask. And when I come back on, I couldn't put my mask back on.
Or his fucking helmet or anything. It was crazy.
Yeah, so I got sick from gas, bro.
And they're both going to die now.
How much coding goes into making a server on PC? Like, because I had an Xbox DayZ server for a while, and we put a lot of fucking work into it. Like, we had an actual players trader base, because before, like on Xbox DayZ, you couldn't add in like NPCs and stuff like that. Right. So we had a whole group that was the actual traders on the server that wore UN helmets, and they built a big base before we launched the server at Green Mountain. And that was the whole trader facility where we had stockpiled some cars and parts and different things. Like how much, because there was no coding on the Xbox part of it and whatnot. So how much do you have to know about coding to actually set up a server on PC?
Shoot, great deal. I mean, there's a lot of this. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like the same from like PC to console. Like if you're doing XMLs, so XMLs is what you can boost your loot with and change what spawns in, what doesn't spawn in. So that's the same. Your spawnable types are the same thing. So
that's easy. I know how to do that.
Spawnable types is what determines what, like, say you have an AK that spawns in. And spawnable types determines if it spawns in with a mag, a buttstock, a handguard, or a suppressor. And then you have your events files.
All of them, like you used to.
Your events files and all that stuff is all the same. What's different is if you add a mod, and you'll have a config file that comes in, and you have to set that up in order for your mod to work the way you want it. Like the traders have its own file. So it's got a file for pricing, like if you want to use the machine or if you want to use the NPC, or I think there's one more, the different vending machines and shit like that. Airdrops is different. It has its own file you have to set up.
So I'll just mark that off my list. I'm not going to be starting up a server. So,
well, I mean, the easiest
I don't know shit about that stuff, right?
Hang out with him.
The easiest server to do would be like vanilla, no mods.
Right.
And maybe a couple mods like quality of life, maybe a mod backpack, maybe do your stam or your weather or your lighting and stuff like that. But that would be the easiest one to run.
Which you would like that one if you did that. Honestly, like that would be what you wanted. You want to be able to crank up you like Struggle Bus Plus. Like that's what you really want. You want to do that without the racism.
The Struggle Bus got the racist mod in there that was doing stuff. I prefer my DayZ to be as close to vanilla as possible. I don't mind some mods and things like that. But I'm also not against the RP, obviously. Like I see the whole RP side of it and whatnot. It's just I've tried it a few times, man, and I don't know what it is. Something about it. It's just the way I'm used to playing DayZ, I guess, is that I'm so used to just running and gunning and acting stupid and stuff, which I don't know. You can obviously act stupid as well on the RP side of things. It's just I can't seem to keep that edge, you know what I mean? Like anytime you're on a PvP server, there's always just like you're just waiting to get fucking shot or something, you just never know.
See, it's the same exact way on the RP side, though, but you're just waiting to get robbed. The problem is, like, with the server that we had before the wipe, there was nobody that was robbing. I was just trying to learn how to shoot. Like, I wasn't there to be a RP or last wipe. I was wanting to make some money, learn how to fly, learn how to drive cars. Like, I'm learning the game. I'm new, so I'm learning it like that. Now, with this new wipe, I'm good. Like, I know I'm good with my shooting. I know I know how to RP. So I'm going to go out there and
I guess you're all right at it.
I'm all right. I know. I'm going to. I push the limits of the hostile RP now. Like I'm going out there and pushing it. No one else was doing it before we started.
Listen, y'all motherfucker going to need a Leroy over there or what?
Yes.
Y'all maybe come over there and fuck y'all motherfuckers.
Bro, that would be.
Now we got it.
It's big.
I'm messing with you. I'm just playing.
You got everybody scared. Nobody wants to RP with this because they're afraid they're going to rob.
They're already scared with us. They're already scared of like, and we haven't even done anything. You haven't done anything?
Well,
It's crazy.
It'll be interesting to see what's the
Dolphin robbed one guy, and he got mad.
Yeah.
They traded, so they both shot each other, and he got pissed and left the server and was in another streamer's stream and was telling everybody, "Oh, fuck off! You're hiding behind RP," and it's like, dude, it's in the rules. I mean, it's
But the guy,
Yeah, but that really, if that's a person that's going to act like that anyway, you're better off just getting rid of his ass now anyway.
Right.
Like, before he can weasel his way in and cause a whole bunch of other problems that you don't want.
okay, Bosch,
You know,
listen
as
to this, though.
Carves his fucking path. He's just being a toxic bitch is all that is.
Listen to this. This guy doesn't know how to RP. So I held him up, told him to put his guns down and walk away. He said, fuck you, put his arms down, and came around and went to pull his gun. I shot him, and he shot me.
Yeah, you can't. Well, I don't know. I don't know DayZ RP. I know GTA
No,
RP.
no.
If you have a gun
Do
on
it
you,
off of what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's NVL. There's you got to value your life all the same way. It's the exact same
thing.
RP rules as Hostile
Right.
GTA.
Well, yeah, because if somebody's sitting there drawn down on you, pointing a gun at you, you're not going to be able to
had
unholster
a
your gun and start shooting before you're
338
toast, you know?
Fucking sniper rifle to his fucking chest. Papa Dak was over to my left side with a fucking 5.56 to his face too. So he had two guns on him, and he did that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the guy, no value life failed, and I thought I'm like, I'm going to put in a fucking ticket for this guy. Maybe he needs to learn. It was the biggest thing. Then I heard he fucking hauled ass, so I wasn't worried about it. But yeah, it was he just wasn't valuing his life. Bro, there's nothing in this game that I can't lose that I can't get again.
Right. It's
Period.
so easy to get guns on my server. It's not even hard.
Well, you guys just had a whole bunch of fucking vehicles and shit too. I saw him fucking rolling around a goddamn police Tahoe, man. I ain't never seen no shit like that.
They're pieces of shit.
Hey, they sound good, man. You fucking fire that thing up, it's a boom.
I've used them on another server that I played on before, and they worked fine. And then so I was like, okay, I know this mod works. I'll put it on there, and doesn't work. But what I think
They're
it
gorgeous
is just,
too.
Yeah, I just think that the terrain for Deer Isle is just so much steeper than running it on Chernarus or say Livonia, because Livonia is like completely flat.
Except for the east side by the Millie.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that bunker. Then there's a couple of spots there.
My lake has a lot of hills and stuff.
Oh shit, she's still here?
Oh yeah, she's still here.
Well, my next question was actually for her, Pegasaurus. Hey, what? How much of the code does she work on the server? Do you work on the server? And if not, how has that affected with Tanning putting in so much time working on the server? Because I know, like, when I started streaming, this is like a relationship type of question. Because when I started streaming, this is when I started streaming, like, I've went hard at this shit now for 4 years, right? And it takes up a big portion of your time, which ended up causing issues in a relationship and split up. So I just, from that standpoint, has it caused any issues? Like stuff like that with it being time consuming?
Yeah, it used to a lot.
Can you elaborate?
I'm trying to think how to say it without being blunt.
Wow, just be.
Oh no! This is a blunt area. Go for it.
Here.
Do you not know who you're talking to?
Nobody's even listening. Don't worry.
Nobody listens to our podcast. Don't worry about it.
So I'm speaking for all wives out there, I guess. So when we first got together, and he got like his first major paycheck from work, he's like, "I want to get a PlayStation," and then he's like, "I'm going to play DayZ," and I was like, "Okay."
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And he has this habit of he'll concentrate really, really hard on something and then kind of forgets everything. And then he got a PC.
I am 100% that way.
And did DayZ on there, and it caused a lot of issues because he worked so much. And I remember he had a vacation and spent the whole time on vacation playing DayZ.
Right.
But we didn't get any time whatsoever.
Well, and I can see you because, like, when I started out and in your defense standing, I'm the same fucking way, dude. I get my goal set on something, my mindset on something, and I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And it did cause a lot of issues. Now, I will say, like, obviously I've been single for a long time now, and I plan to stay that way for a very long time. And it's no offense, but I just feel like that. Where was I going with this? I'm so goddamn stoned. Well, yeah, I haven't met the guy. I haven't met the guy with the right beard. But no, I it caused a lot of issues in my past relationships with the streaming thing because I get like the obsessive thing where it's just like, boom, I got to get this done. But I also feel like that's the only way that you're ever going to be successful at something is if you take it like that and just put everything into it.
It's just it would like get to the point where, because I stay at home and he works and we have one car, and so I don't have the privilege or the pleasure, which isn't his fault, to go out and like hang out with people and get my socialization that way. So it became very isolating and very lonely. But I would get upset about it, and we'd get into fights about it. And I was just like, I'm a problem solver, so instead of sitting here bitching and nagging about it, why don't I just try it?
Get involved,
and get involved in something he likes instead of taking something away from him. That is very key to success.
Yeah, in those situations and things like that, that is a very, very big key to success. Is if you can take that step and actually end up finding something that you enjoy, maybe just as much as he does, or whatever that you may have never tried before. Who knows?
Yeah, my mom makes sure she talks shit all the time about me gaming, all the time.
Well, the thing is that if you constantly bitch about something, it's just going to push that person away. And then you're the bad person, and they're not going to end up giving you what you want anyway. So I was like, if I make an effort and try a game that he really loves, because he works so hard and he deserves to have that time, if I actually try it, then I like it. It's a win-win situation.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And if you didn't like it, you're good.
Yeah, at least I tried. It shows the effort I tried.
Than I am. How many hours you have now?
But I'm more addicted than him.
Yeah, she plays more.
So I've got like 25.
Oh, yeah, I hear her
hours.
It's turned into that's cool though that it's went from that, from the beginning to where it's actually turned into a passion of both of yours. It sounds like, which is pretty amazing. And it also goes to show just how strong things are between you guys if you can sit there and just, you know what I'm saying, like because obviously me and my ex, we didn't get past that point. It was like either you give this up or whatever, and I'm like, well,
but that's
sorry,
not going to benefit
anybody. This is what I'm doing. This is my life now. This is what I'm doing. This isn't something I'm just taking on to.
This isn't a hobby.
I mean, I do have fun doing it, and right now it probably is a hobby, but it's a hobby that I would love to turn into much, much more. And I have big goals that I may or may not ever reach. But yeah, it's cool that you guys are able to come through that and then actually find a hobby that you both enjoy and enjoy investing time with, and also allows you guys, I'm sure, to spend time together, that way as well, which is dope.
The only thing though that sucks about it is the way I like to play and the way he likes to play is very different.
Well, what do you mean?
Well,
let's explain. Hold on, everybody explain their own. Okay, you explain your play style, and then let Tanning explain his play style, and then we'll see what the differences are.
And then Bosch will do his.
I would refer to as a treasure hunter.
Stoned. Yeah.
So I like to go on like a treasure hunter.
PvE.
So I like to go on PvE servers
gotcha.
And find the shiny, valuable stuff.
You're a loot goblin.
How much money do you have on?
Yeah, like me. I like Loot Goblin.
Yeah, we're all Loot Goblin.
I pick up all shiny things.
I don't have as much as I'd like, but I have like 250 million on Bear Mountain.
Good Lord.
They have like mystery boxes, and they have Papa Bear on there, which you have a chance of getting like different stuff when you kill them, and
excuse me,
growing weed and things like that.
Drugs, yeah.
I like that more than the survivability part of it.
So what's the difference from there to Dark Days then, though? Because when I think about it, it's the same thing. You're collecting and whatever, just putting a little personality with when you talk to people.
RP freaks me out.
Because you call it RP. You don't call it just hanging out.
It freaks me out, yeah. There's just a lot of like laid back type stuff you can do on there. There isn't as much pressure.
I think the way to get through that, at least for me or whatever, and it sounds silly, but once you do it, it becomes so freaking natural, is to just not play yourself. Get on there and make a character. Like I have Leroy and Jeb and all that, because then it's just totally just fun, because it's like you're playing a character in a movie the whole fucking time. And so, and like my goal with RP a lot of times, which is why I don't necessarily like the DayZ RP side of things for me, is because when I'm RPing, like all I want to fucking do is try to make people laugh. I'm like,
I think there's a place for that in Dark Days, though.
Laugh and shit, you know.
There's a place for that in Dark Days, though. That's what you're not understanding. Like you're too busy thinking of it as the PvP game. There's a place. Why is there a place for that in Gang Life?
Well, I don't know. I just because I look at
there isn't.
There is a very big difference in the game to me from like DayZ to GTA. Like the two games are too far different for me to link the two together. I don't know. I can't.
Understand. You have a brain.
I have to have that edge that keeps that edge of DayZ for me for some reason. But again, I'm not knocking it either way, and I hope you're fucking. I'll promote and help promote your server just as much as I can, just because I fucking know the hard work you put into it, and I know you, and I know Chloe, and I'm more than glad to help promote and try to get people over there. I'm not knocking the RP side of things at all.
We know.
Not one bit.
Relax.
I'm stoned, bro. I fucking smoked that whole joint, dude. I'm fucking baked. But
I want to start a cult.
I told you that'd be
well,
great.
This just took a different turn. Like in real life, are we still talking in DayZ? This just took a turn. Hold up. Now we're going somewhere. Where the fuck are we taking this thing?
I have to change the thumbnail I was doing.
Oh my god! This took a whole different turn. No. Okay, go on.
No, you were talking about RPing a character that's not you.
Right,
like you're playing in a movie.
Absolutely. Dude, that would be fucking dope if you could be like some kind of goddess with like getting these people to like act like they worship you and be your minions following you around the server, just fucking pillaging and fucking robbing motherfuckers of all their shit.
Her face just lit up.
They all you gotta fucking spawn in a bunch of those fucking like preacher robes or something creepy to fucking wear, like where everybody wears the exact same shit.
I want to hang out near Temple.
Oh god.
Yeah, where you like cut yourself and go through the thing.
Oh, in the swamp, yeah.
I want to make my house that base.
Well, that would be interesting because you all have like some bandit groups, but I've never actually seen like a full on like group of say 5 to 10 fucking cult people running around.
That'd be amazing.
Like straight up fucking creepy cult shit, you know.
It sucks that you can't have an alt. That's what I hate that you. I guess I don't know how to do that.
You have to put in a fucking helmet with like the deer head with the big old antlers.
Oh, Bosh, we're talking about.
Sorry, I'm
talking language now.
Adults are talking. I want to join a cult.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about the cult thing, bro.
I am too. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I have Biggs. Can you do an alt?
I don't care.
Can I do an alt?
Can you? Is there a way to do it?
Yeah, you'd have to start a whole new Steam account and buy DayZ all over again. But you could do another account.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, Chloe.
All right, I'm checking out. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
You just bummed us out like you're the government.
Well, I have 2 accounts. Actually, Chloe got a possible DayZ job being an admin on another server. I won't say which server because
do they actually pay?
She's still no, they don't pay. She do it for free, but it's still admin work.
Cool. Hell yeah, man. That's amazing.
I'm doing it on
the down. The bathroom right in the middle of this, huh?
Right.
Like how messed up is that? Like he didn't just
right.
We've been here for what 30 minutes?
And he just disappears.
What kind of little child's bladder does this guy have that he can't hold it for 31 minutes?
He peed 3 times on his stream. He had to go to the bathroom 3 times.
He peed before we started. Before you guys
we have to go back to the.
Listen, bros. Okay, I had my headset on the whole time. Okay, I didn't even wash my hands to get back fast. Okay. God dang it.
Can we?
Don't worry.
Back up to the
I just
original
rubbed
question.
my beard a little bit. There we go. That's better.
Hold on, Chloe.
I got wiener beard.
Stay out of the bathroom.
I don't know what that is.
You guys are asking me about my name, Pegasaurus. About wiener beard.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes if you don't wash your hands, you get wiener beard, you know? You touch your beard
You're
after
never
you go, you
growing
know,
a
like,
beard.
oh, just stroking my beard. So technically now, if I'm stroking my beard, am I stroking my wiener?
Once removed, yeah.
Oh my God.
Once removed, we are
Okay.
stroking.
Oh, well, sorry about that, you know? Oh, there we go.
We
I'm
are.
better.
Okay,
All right.
I guess
We're good.
Wiener Beard could answer the next question. You asked
I need a
before
captain
about
hat so I can be
playstyles.
Captain Wiener Beard. Oh, I'm listening now. Sorry, what?
Sorry, you had asked about playstyles. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
prefer
yeah,
to
yeah,
play.
yeah. Yeah, Tanning, how do you prefer to play? What's your thing?
Well, I mean, it's RP. Well, I'll do a little bit of PvP, but you know, not a lot. But mostly, RP. It's fun. I like the
So
interactions.
do you have like a bandit style role play, or like what is your? Or do you play a
this
character, or are
is-
you just more playing yourself on the server?
I never even asked
no,
him like
it's-
what he would if he wanted to. I just said,
it's
"Hey,
like
you want to
more
join my
like-
group? I'm gonna be bad."
Just kind of myself. That's what I'm comfortable
I got
with.
you.
I don't really make nothing up. Like most of my background, like my background on my character now is shit that I've done in the past,
Right.
except for the winning the lottery part. But you know, that was just
I don't think I've read your background.
my reason for being there. So my character, he worked, you know, blue collar, worked construction and all that, and then he went to the lottery. So he decides he's going to chase his favorite band around while they go on world tour. So he buys all the tickets up and goes on chasing them on tour, and then the whole shit happens.
Tanning, I love you, but
Stuck.
quit hitting the desk.
Yeah, you're hitting the desk.
Okay, sorry.
Was that what that was? I thought it was my cat. I swear I thought it was my
It's
cat.
like, no, it's fucking pretty intense. I had to make him stop because my heart rate was going up. I thought it was war drums, bro.
But anyways,
Fucking this
that's-
motherfucker's telling this story, just pounding the war drums and shit, dude, and I'm
You
fucking
like
getting
to talk with his
pumped
hands.
up. I was about to jump up and do a goddamn belly shake, dude. I ain't even
I'm
gonna lie.
so burnt that I thought it was my cat. Oh.
So yeah,
No,
that was basically what I did as a character, and then just kind of be myself.
My problem is and like I said, again, I have to keep referencing back to GTA because I haven't really done a whole lot. Maybe I'm being biased. I haven't really I haven't invested a ton of time into actual RP in DayZ. I've played on a few RP servers and I got bored with it and I left, and that was about the gist of it. So I haven't really gave it an appropriate amount of time to really be able to lean one way or the other. I just know what I'm playing now and what I'm having fun playing.
Dude, I would
But
love
like
you to come
me-
just hang out for a day.
I could. I mean, it's not like it's you know, I don't mind coming and hanging out. Shit, that ain't nothing. My preferred method to play long term right now is the PvP. But
I'll take you to
Like,
the
yeah,
PvP area and let you shoot at nobody.
well, there you go. Right? And what sucks is half the time I'm just getting killed anyway, bro. So it's
And
like
you're not seeing anybody either. Like you can do
Yeah.
the same exact thing on any server.
That's what we were talking about that actually before we were recording today. That
Mhm.
really the content between the two servers is pretty much a lot of it's still the same content. You're running, you're looting, you're doing all that stuff. Most of the content of the DayZ is still fairly the same.
Right.
It's just the slight interactions where are you shooting or are you robbing or are you bullshitting, and so but most of the content, no matter what you're streaming or how you're playing, is going to be still basic DayZ,
So
which
my
is
cat.
kind of cool.
My cat is back there. I heard her. Unless you're hitting something again.
That's how you
Okay.
answer that. You just follow it up with your cat.
Sorry. I'm stoned too. What do you want? Bro, these fools love to let me fly around when I'm baked out of my fucking mind in DayZ. He says, do I seriously fly better dead stone?
Every time we play, you're baked. I mean,
So how would he know a difference, bro?
I don't think I played with you when you were sober. So I mean,
Yeah, you have. I'm not like...
I
I
can't
don't
tell
even
never
know
gonna be
that
100%
you've played
sober.
with me.
So no, I don't.
I don't even know if you've played with me sober, bro.
Wow, he had to
Yeah,
think about it.
that
too.
is true. Are you ever truly 100% sober?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Like,
No.
I think about it, like, my smoking sessions run throughout the night and throughout the morning and throughout the day and whatever. Like, it doesn't matter the day or whatever. Like, even if I'm at work, it's still a little bit.
Which brings me to my next fucking question. Have you guys what was your guys' first experience with marijuana, or have you, or I know you don't smoke, you've been sober. Do you have any crazy stories about when you started smoking, or have you had much experience with cannabis?
Oh my god, do I have crazy stories?
This guy's from California, man.
Hey, I'm just asking, baby.
I started smoking when I was 14. Me, my brother, and my best friend stole it from my mom. But and smoked it. I ended up.
Love you, Mom.
We smoked it and ended up going because I skateboarded when I was a kid, and I passed out in the lawn in front of an old folks' home. Like passed out on the lawn. I was so fucking little.
I love it.
We used to go to my friend's house after school, and we had a big piece of PVC pipe. It was probably like 6 foot long. We had a cap on the top of it. Drill the hole, put the grommet, put the slider in from the bong, and it was a gravity bong, and we used to hit it out of the pool. So you would take this big
awesome,
pipe and stick it in the pool, all the way down in the pool, put the bong stem in it, we'll start it like a pipe, and then put it in the stem, and then pull it all the way out, and it would suck the air and the smoke into it, and then you would take the cap off and then go and push it into the pool, and it would force all that smoke. It would push all that.
I literally just sent Dolph a fucking video. Of these guys that had one of those big, like 5-gallon buckets that go into the machines, like the water machines you tip upside down, and they cut the top off of it and put a bowl on top of it. And we're in a pool, and they pull it up, and the dude just hold it there, and the person swims up and comes up inside of there and just starts sitting there breathing, dude. And I'm like, oh my god! And the dude's just holding it, so it's staying filled with smoke, and that person's just up in there breathing like forever. I'm like, oh my god!
You got to pull the bowl, because if you don't pull the bowl, the counter pressure when you start coughing will fucking spray out
it's gonna go
top of it. Because if you've ever done that with a bong, I've blown everything out the front end of a bong before. It's horrible. Water.
We also used to have like something like that, man. We had my buddy Craig back in the day. He had a fucking bong he bought that was like 5.5 foot. It was a double plastic one, so it had a smaller portion of the bong, then 2 hoses that came around, then another one. And then we would stand on top of my fucking coffee table in my apartment, and one of them would light, he'd light it or whatever, and we'd take rips off that bitch, dude. It was crazy. I
don't see the point in those anymore. Like, when I look at it, like, I have
it's just more for fun, bro.
I have a 2-footer.
Like, just crazy.
And I hate smoking out of it. It's just, because I can't clear the whole thing by itself. Like, I have to, like, take a breath, exhale, and then before I even have smoke coming in, like, it's just, my lungs don't have it, so it's not enjoyable to me.
Right.
I never had the lungs to smoke out of a bong, so I didn't really enjoy it. I'd rather just.
Man, I don't really have them much anymore, man. But we used to.
Smoke a joint.
That's how I am.
I love that, dude. I love these. Now these are amazing. I'll show you.
Yeah, I prefer blunts or joints. Yeah, I just bought some of those.
These are dude. They come, and the hardest part of whatever, like smoking, learning how to smoke, was rolling. Look at this shit.
Yeah,
just grind it and fucking just sprinkle it down in there and fucking let it roll.
The little packer deal you come with to pack it all in.
Crazy.
All the kids are watching. If there's any younger adults watching this, they're all like, "These guys are so fucking old."
I know, right?
Because we're like, "Look at these cones, bro."
I stopped smoking.
So I learned to roll. So. I learned to roll in like 95, 94, 95.
Oh, I learned to roll.
That's how long ago that I started rolling.
Oh shit, I don't even know, bro. I've been rolling stuff forever.
We were not just rolling like joints, but we would roll cigarettes because it was cheaper. So you'd buy the drum or the bugler tobacco and the papers and just roll cigarettes.
The actual papers.
And that's how you practiced. And then got so good at rolling joints.
Bro, I've never rolled my own cigarettes, but I will tell you, like when I was like 13, I was a little thieving bastard, and we lived next to a grocery store, and I went over there and would steal cartons of cigarettes, and one of them we got was like Brunswick or something, unfiltered, and so we go back to the clubhouse where me and my friend at the time would go back to the clubhouse, and we're smoking these fucking things, thinking we're badass, and next thing you know, we're both in the bathroom puking like a motherfucker, boy. Fucking smoking non-filtered, fucking cheap-ass fucking cigarettes. It was terrible.
Alfalfa, we're over there running down to the malt shop to get a fucking shake. How old are you going? We went to the clubhouse. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like,
man, I was a little kid, bro. Like, that's what I did. I was fucking going to the gas stations and grocery stores, stealing cigarettes and liquor and shit. Sorry.
What, a clubhouse? Like, what? Describe this.
It's like a pool clubhouse, dog. Like, I lived in an apartment complex.
That was definitely not what I gathered. Did either you gather a pool apartment complex clubhouse.
Well, in my head, it made sense, bro.
Me and the gang went back to the clubhouse and started smoking filthy cigarettes.
No, not like a treehouse, motherfucker, or nothing. It was like
That's what it sounded like.
Not like a treehouse. It was a fucking pool clubhouse. Anyway, but yeah, it was anyway.
Horrible.
That was my story. I just thought about that because of the rolling cigarettes.
I've never been someone who really.
I'm glad we're here to talk to her.
Smoking weed.
No,
I can't.
You never enjoyed it?
Passes me out. I just fall asleep on it.
Okay, that's good.
Certain types will pass you out, though. There are other types that will not. Like if you are in a place where you can experiment. But I'm not trying to talk you into smoking because it's not for everybody. It's really not. It's not even always for me, honestly.
I haven't really smoked weed probably for 15 years, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I wonder because the way things have changed now is like being able to choose, like, because there's some stuff that will make you fucking get up and clean your whole goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? It's so different now than there's so much diversity in what you can smoke.
what?
You get up and clean the whole house.
See, we used to like my mom.
And the wife comes into the conversation.
When we were kids, my mom allowed us to smoke weed because she knew if she would let us. She told us no, we were going to do it anyways. So we would smoke. We were allowed to smoke at home, but if we smoked, we couldn't leave. So we would smoke weed with my mom, and we'd be all fucking loaded and fucking. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't moving, and my mom would start cleaning. I go, how the fuck? We just smoked the same weed, and I don't want to do shit. And here you are, you're cleaning the house and doing laundry and washing dishes, and what the fuck?
Yeah, and see, that's another reason, though, why I think that it is kind of important to wait past it. Like, you know, I'm not saying, like, you know, even 21 maybe, I don't know, but to wait past a certain point, because I do think it affects the adult brain a little different than the child brain, you know what I'm saying?
I had to quit because it took away my motivation. I couldn't ever get anything done. It made me lazy, and it was just I got to the point where it's okay.
I have none of those issues. I 2 podcasts, a full-time 50, 60-hour a week job, streaming, and it's just I do a lot.
I do a lot, man, but I do think about it. I mean, I can't say because me with my anxiety, I have really bad anxiety, so I have to stay towards the indica side of things. So there are times I wonder, well, would I be getting more done if I wasn't smoking? Like, would I be streaming longer if I wasn't smoking?
You have time. That's the thing. That's one thing you ask.
And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but then when it comes right down to it, I mean, how much, like, is it worth it to not smoke and to be able to increase the stream for an hour if I'm not as relaxed and chill as I want to be and shit, too? So
and also, will you be more tired the following day? And by Thursday, like, I remember when you used to do later streams.
Up, man, yeah.
You used to go to like 9:30.
So tired, bro.
By Thursday in iRacing, you were fucking done, but you were pushing so hard to get that last race in, you would sit there and be just fucking blown by the end of the night.
Right.
So I don't think that I think that you're at the right, like doing what you should do as far as timing wise and whatnot. How do you deal with that, Tenny? Because I know you work nights and shit, so gaming is like odd times for you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how do you deal with that?
I'm on do what I got to do, I guess. Because I work 12-hour shifts, like 4 or 5 days a week. I get home at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I gotta be in bed by like 7:30, just so I can get up again and go back to work. So sometimes I'll get in an hour, and sometimes I won't even game. I'll just watch a little bit of YouTube, and then just go crash out.
Yeah, Pornhub or something.
No, I don't have
Pornhub.
Pornhub. I'm married.
No, Pornhub. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
I don't have to watch Pornhub. I'm married.
I still watch Chatterbait.
Oh wow! It comes out.
Oh God! Here we go.
Yeah,
Sorry, I had to spit on it first.
So what is that? I don't know. I have no idea what she just said she watches. I know it's something along.
It's ridiculous. Go on there to see the weirdos.
She goes on there to see the weird people. She does it for a laugh. She does it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Google.
So
It's like,
it's basically like cam girls,
shows.
And they have a tipping
Dude,
system.
some of them chicks are making bank.
Yeah, but you get like
Sorry,
really, really weird ones on there.
She likes to watch the weirdos, the weird people.
Yeah.
I'll stick to the free porn.
How do you not like to watch weirdos? They're the best.
Occasionally, you'll get like a 70-year-old woman on there,
Wow, here she goes.
And it's just funny.
Oh
to me.
God, yeah. Keep going.
There's one guy on there
What color were the granny panties? Tell me now. What color were the granny panties? Tell me now.
How big were they?
Over a nice set of Depends.
Did the guy put them on his head?
Wow.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, this is taking a turn. I
you gotta
apologize.
tell
I'm sorry. Oh shit.
Back to the weed story thing. I've got a good one for you.
Oh yeah.
So, I used to work at this candy factory that I will not name, and we would work like 4:45 until like 4:45 in the afternoon until like 2:30 in the morning. And this was back when I was like young, like 20s, early 20s or whatever. So we went over to this friend's house and just got higher than hell. And a whole bunch of us decided we were going to go over to this next town and have this huge party with like 30 of us or whatever. And so my friend's like, I'm really, really high and I've been drinking and I can't drive. And I'm like, all right, fine. No, I'll drive. No big deal.
Oh, hell.
And, well, I let my friend, who actually was a cop, and he was taking like a break from his job, and he drove my car. So I get into her car and I'm like, dude, this is stick shift. I can't drive stick shift. Oh no, you'll be fine. I pull out and there's like ice on the road. No, I was not fine. There was ice on the road, snow,
ice on the road, and don't know how to drive a stick. That's not good.
And I was like, no way, I can't drive. So my friend was like, oh, I'll do it. So he backs out. Because there's a cop over there. I can't drive, so he goes back in. So then I had to drive. So they pull me over, and we're like, we seen him driving, and you driving. I want your driver's license. Like, well, this isn't going to go to court. You can't bust two people in the same vehicle, right? So they end up hauling him off to jail. And we wait like an hour for him to get out. And we're driving over to this party. And he pulls weed out and starts smoking it. I'm like, where'd you get that weed? And he goes, I had it on me. No, the guy that got, like, arrested.
Oh, he hid it? They didn't find it?
He goes, I've had it on me the whole time.
He was only arrested for an hour.
You went to jail.
Was that in his butt?
Weed.
Prison wallet?
And he goes,
his prison pocket.
Did he put it in his prison pocket?
It was one of those starter jackets.
Did that weed smell like shit?
You know those starter jackets with like the pouch outside? He had his weed in it.
Oh, yeah.
So when they patted him down, they didn't pat the front. So he sat in jail with weed.
Nice. Fuck yeah. Dude, I'd have got scared. I'd probably choked on it trying to eat it or something.
No, he just
like sitting there in jail trying to get rid of it back then. Did you know that shit was stemmy back in the day, dude, with the fucking seeds in it? You'd be trying to chew on it and swallow it down, choking on a goddamn stem, keeping away from the cops, you know?
Peg my celly with it. No worse.
Compressed.
What about pegging? We're back to pegging again.
Pegging stores in the house.
Get back to pegging.
They brought it up, man. I'm just going with the flow.
Oh, I bet you are.
So, Corey, any other... Good?
Oh, I was just saying, Dark Side RP, man. Where do you see it? Like, what's the ultimate goal? What are you trying to get? Like, what's the end game with it? I guess.
There's no end game. Just a server for everybody to have fun on. I'm not.
Right. Build it up. Just have fun.
I don't have any expectations for it because if it fails, then
okay.
So I'm not even worried about it. It's just for.
Well, if you have no expectations, it can't fail, right? It just goes where it goes, and it'll always be a success.
Everybody has fun on it. This is like the third time I've done this. So I'd set it up and then have people, oh yeah, we're gonna play, and then nobody plays. And so or everybody complains about the map. I had it all set up on one map, and then everybody voted for it in my community. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. And we get it all set up, and then everybody's all, well, we don't like it now. It's like, you know how much work it goes into setting everything up.
Everybody's loving.
Okay, so we'll change it. So I went from first map we ran was Pripyat. Nobody liked it, so we went to Chimsy and set that one all up. I had the traders, everything set up, and then everybody decided, no, let's change the map. I was like, are you guys kidding me? So Liberty, my dev right now, he's all, I'm done, dude. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not modding anymore because
Right.
So it was okay. So we set up a Namosk map, and no traders, just but everything was on there. I had everything going. All my loot was good, and one of the girls that was on there was gonna run a trader, and then she ghosted us. So I was like, okay, I'm done.
think that, and maybe I'm totally fucking off here, bro, which is, I'm not very likely because I'm pretty awesome, but no, I'm joking.
Yes, you are.
I think that, like, on something like that where it takes, like, so much time to build up and get certain things set up that are needed for the server that it shouldn't be up for vote to change it.
Right.
So Tanning's a super nice guy and puts everything up to vote. Honestly, I don't think he's put anything up to vote, especially a lot of this shit. Like, there's
I'm just saying, like, the core group, like whoever, like you and Chloe and the top people, like, that are making the thing should just get together and decide. If anybody votes to change it, I think it should be you and the developers, not the people that are playing on the shit. Because you're going to find other people that will enjoy playing on the server, you know what I'm saying?
I understand that,
but also that I don't want to put up with anybody.
Well, I'm just coming from, I'm speaking from the outside. I don't
No,
know
I've
anything about it.
actually
So.
said that before.
You do stuff like that, and then you change something, and then somebody's going to get butthurt. Like,
Well,
how many
yeah,
guys
but-
have we had butthurt because of the party mod?
If
So
you,
I was
Tanning,
just
I'll tell
like-
you, brother. I'll tell you though, man. If you ever want to have a full server, you're not going to be able to please everybody. You're going to have to butt hurt people.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of that. But yeah, so everybody's
And I'm not trying to be a
about-
dick, brother. I'm
I
not
know.
trying to be a dick. I'm
You
just.
should be a dick, man.
But everybody
I'm
was
not a
bitching
dick,
about the
bro.
party
You're a
mod.
dick.
So
I'm a stone loving guy.
I
Oh,
just-
listen to this.
instead
This is a
of
good
just-
story.
Instead of just like putting up with everybody bitching about it, I just threw it up for vote and said, "Here, guys can vote it in or vote it out."
No, I get it, dude. Because
I mean, I have
that's one thing I've
so I
shunned
can
off
see
servers
everybody
completely.
anyways, so it doesn't matter to me. But everybody else is all, well,
Doesn't
it's
bother me
meta.
at all. If I want to see it,
It's meta. It's meta. They can see me. You know, if you're getting robbed, and all of a sudden, you know, they can tell their friends, "Oh yeah, here I am. I'm getting robbed by these two guys," and they'll just come in and and stop it. And other people are all like, "Well, we have new people, and we want to be able to teach them and use the tool as a tool to teach them." And it was like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to everybody bitch about the mod. I'm just going to put it up for vote. You guys can. It's up to you guys.
Right.
It was a pretty even vote too.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I think stuff like that, like just little mods and stuff, and added to the server wouldn't be an issue being put up completely for vote. But if you guys have spent like hours and hours and hours building this server for people and putting in your time, then those people are like, well, screw that, I want to switch the map, then that to me feels like those people probably shouldn't be voting on it, because you guys wouldn't have put all that time in and building and stuff if it wasn't worth the.
Oh no, we're on Deer Isle. We're staying at Deer Isle. I guarantee that.
We're staying on that one for a while.
And like I said, I'm stoned. I'm just kind of going off on a tangent, so don't mind me. But
everybody loves Deer Isle so far.
Well, I've told Tanning that before. Whatever people have said things like, "Oh, we should do it this way or do it that way," and I'm like, you're the one paying for it. You're the one putting all the effort into it. And I've always had the attitude of like, what matters is what Tanning and Liberty want, because Liberty's your dev.
And here's
like
what I'll say too: is like if you and your dev. If say Tanning, you and your dev like get that and just make exactly what you like to play, like make it the way you want to play, let people bitch and stuff, the people that come and stick around are going to be the ones that like to play exactly how you want to play.
Yep.
And the other ones will fuck off eventually, and it may take a lot longer to get to where you want to be, but when you do get there, I think it'll be a whole lot more enjoyable experience. So, and
fuck Bosch.
I'm just saying, and I could be fucking wrong, dude.
Sense.
I'm just
you make way too much sense.
Yeah.
Like, you do.
But it's just because I've tried to do that, and in my server was a fucking shit show, and I swear I'll never start another one after that. But I mean, to me, and you don't want to just be a hard ass, like small changes, like certain mods and stuff like that. Leave it up to vote for everybody. But in my opinion, I would say like, if you're the one paying for it, make the game that you love, and then the people that love the game that you love will stick around and play with you, man.
It's funny though. As soon as he turned off the party app, people have been fucking huddled around their base.
Oh yeah, they don't
and not fucking. It's the craziest shit. I like people watching, and I've been watching because I have the moderator too, so I watch all the shit, and I watch how people flow and ebb and where they go and who they interact with. It's fucking like, it's a show over here. It's cool. There are like 3 people here, 3 people over here, 3 people over, like, it's just fucking, it's wild now.
Right.
Like, it's just, it's crazy how they're so scared when they can't get shot. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it's not even.
Well,
they're not even in a PvP area, but they're so worried that we're gonna rob them. So worried we're gonna rob them.
Doesn't make any sense.
I can't do PvP.
And then it's
I
like
wish
they
I
have
could.
gear stashed. They're all out hoarding. They're all out saving gear. I mean, so what? You die. So go back to your base, get your shit. You know. Why
Or
you
you
so
spawn right by the
yeah,
trader.
Yeah, you spawn right by pretty close to the trader. Like
You spend 30 grand, you got full gear.
Once I got everything going and we started testing, I spawned in at the spawn area, and within 20 minutes, I had 2 AKs and armor.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get gear.
Well, there's
It's
the both military camps right
on it.
there.
It's not turned down. There's extra shit on there. You know, we're using Snafu, which is one of the biggest gun mods that you can use, and one of the best ones. And it's all right there. It's not hard to get geared up, but everybody's got gear fear. They're all hiding.
We're gonna have to wrap this up, and I do appreciate you guys coming on, man. But I just want to say that. I do want to say that I really think that from listening to you guys, and don't get me wrong, dude, you're doing a great job, and I can tell, like, Dolphin's passionate about the server and everything. But I want you guys, like, I think that if you concentrate, and I'm fucking talking out my ass again, just concentrate on making the motherfucking game you want to make, and then letting everybody else will be there or they won't, you know?
Yep.
That stuff gets so stressful, bro. It just ain't worth it.
It's like streaming.
Yeah. Just like the streaming stuff, the content, you know, if you try to twist your content to try to please everybody, man, you're going to end up not pleasing anybody. So,
and that's what I was saying. Like when we were talking about the server earlier, I asked him. I said, because he was in my stream the other night. Like, how was the content for DayZ wise? And he goes, yeah, it's virtually the same exact thing that they see when I'm doing it. It's just you have vehicles and you didn't go looting as much, but yeah, otherwise it's close to the same game.
Right.
I feel better about that because like I was worried about that. Like I worry about not getting the DayZ people to watch because it's so RP. But we go looting, we go like not as much as we probably could. But when I want to do things, like I don't like to buy shit immediately. I like to go look to try to find it. Like I think it's great if it's out there to find, and I know it can be found even if it's rare. I want to go find it. Like we could probably figure out how to get some cannabis seeds if you wanted some, but I'm having fun figuring out where they are and going to find. Like I find 3 or 4 of them every time I log in.
You can't put cannabis seeds on there because then if I do come play, Leroy's just going to be fucking hotboxing a car the whole fucking time.
Absolutely, you'll get the drug mod's really cool.
But guys, I thank you very, very much, dude, and I wish you nothing but the best. Do we have like a link, or is there any kind of Discord, or get the Discord link, and we'll have it down below so people can join up and check out the server. And guys, I've loved getting to know you guys and hanging out and hearing the conversation when you guys join in and stuff has us rolling and shit.
Absolutely.
So it's been an honor having you on. And I'd love to check back with you down the road, you know, and see how things are going again as the server continues on. And, well, just life in general. Shit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, are we the stone ones? I mean, like...
2 Fridays podcast, baby.
Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe below if you like our content. New episodes dropping every Friday. Stay tuned.